I would just say make sure you're a leader outside of your sport. You're more than just your sport. I think is a big thing that kids need to realize. They get down on themselves a lot, or maybe overconfident in themselves a lot if they're overperforming, performing or underperforming. So I would just say make sure you have great character. I think that's something you can take with you no matter where you're at, and that'll translate to basketball. And that'll help you become a better basketball player too, whether you realize it right away or not. So yeah, just keeping great character and doing the things that you can control.
Noah?
Yeah, so keeping great character and then effort. You're not always going to have your shot. It's not going to be falling, but you can carry your effort, wherever you go. And just work hard. I wasn't very good, to be honest, for a while. And I would like to think I'm okay now. But, just work hard and just keep going at it, and it'll eventually pay off. Just keep showing up, keep playing as hard as you can, have good character, don't get down on yourself, keep pushing.
Welcome to Jacket Talk on LEB TV.
How much has your bank paid you? We've paid our Kasasa account holders more than $7 million since 2017. Open an account in minutes to get in on the earnings today.
All right, welcome to Jacket Talk Overtime. I'm Ramsey, sitting here with Lebanon High School basketball seniors, Noah Boggs and Blake Kaufman. Guys, thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Yep, thank you.
It's exciting. We're right in the thick of basketball season, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell me a little bit about basketball right now.
We haven't had the best start to our season, but I think we've all hung in there with each other and just, getting better day by day. I think that's the main goal.
Yeah, I'd agree with Noah, just coming in every day, just kind of controlling what we can control. Everybody has their own job on our team. So just making sure everyone does that to the best of their abilities, and then coming together and let the win-loss category come out as it will. And we just do our jobs and play the best of our abilities, play hard.
Well, I know start of the season, win in the Forsyth tournament, admittedly struggled in the back half of the Forsyth tournament. Going into the blue and gold, though, I know Coach mentioned it, first time since 2017 or
17, yeah.
2017, a Lebanon team takes home a trophy. So faced COC Power Nixa opening round. Tough game, obviously, but you guys got right back on the horse and won three in a row, right?
Yep,
three in a row.
Sir.
Tell us a little bit about the blue and gold experience.
Blue and gold's always a great opportunity. Played in it last year. Just getting to face those high level teams, especially in the first round, is always a great way to see where we stand, especially like early on in the season. And John Nixa first round isn't always the best, but I thought it showed us what we can be capable of. Even though we didn't win and we didn't really play that well, I think we showed that we can do some pretty good things with our level of talent, regardless of who we're playing.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was really great for us as a team, especially having that experience with those 3 games in a row where we got to battle back and forth with some really close games, some really good teams that we were able to come out on top. We had a really slow start to our season, so I think that was a really good morale boost for us as a team, especially after losing a big game to Nixa like that and seeing what we can do coming back out of adversity.
Even more importantly, hosted Camden at home. Mm-hmm. They got the best of you guys, but then bounced back. Yeah. Second round of Absolutely. Blue and gold, you get the victory over purple.
Yes,
so
sir.
Had to be. I think at that point, do you start to feel like what the coaches are saying is starting to make sense? Do you definitely get that, or is it something a little bit different?
I would say, it's just, I think we all understand that they're all right, but I think it's just clicking and making sure that, like, we can work with that cohesively, making sure everyone's on the same page with everything that they need to do as well as what the coaches are telling us to do. So just make sure we can do that.
And it's always a little special to beat Camdenton,
Absolutely.
For sure,
Yes, sir.
It's also special, you don't get to take two trophies home in the blue and gold very often. So
right? Yeah.
High
Well,
five.
It was nice. We got to see you guys. Of course, you come back, bounce back after Nixa beat Camdenton. Then you go against Miller. That was a game you were out, right?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Injury.
Sickness. Yeah.
Sickness.
It was really bad. Bad deal.
Well, it happens, but
Yeah.
allowed some other players to kind of step in,
Absolutely,
get
yes,
some
sir.
key minutes there, and then we come back, beat Miller, and then come back and beat Clever for the consolation championship. And I know we were talking before this that Clever was a team win for sure.
100%. Yeah.
What's that like? Let's talk. Let's get into the team aspect. You guys were both voted captain this year, so that's got to mean something. What specifically about being the captain matters or means to you?
Yeah. So just being a captain every day at practice, obviously in the basketball setting, but also, just how you react to things, how you're able to take initiative and be a leader on and off the floor in the classroom, how you're talking to your teammates, how you're talking to your coaches, how you respond to them, how you are a member of the community, you take that with you wherever you go. So being a leader isn't just a title, it's a lifestyle, I think, just being able to do that wherever you go.
Noah?
Yeah, for sure. So like he said, lifestyle, for me anyways, I don't feel like much has changed being a captain, like having that label this year than any other year. I've always felt like I've just had like kind of a niche for leading others, helping others, trying to stay positive as best I can. And, while I do make mistakes, I feel like I do my best to help others. And, so we just get after it. And
Let's talk about basketball, and I know Coach harps a lot and talks a lot about the opportunity that is basketball and the experience. Give me your fondest memory of basketball, or something you want to share.
I'd say so. I believe it was my sophomore year, senior night. We had beat Bolivar, and I didn't play that game I don't think at all. But I was on the bench during a timeout, and I go up to Caleb Ray, and I said, "Go be great." I was like, "Go hit this game winner." I think we were down 2, and he looked at me. He's like, "Let's get it," And surely enough, he went out there, hit the game winner, and everybody stormed the court. And just I'll forever cherish that because that was amazing. Just not even being in the game, but just feeling like I was a part of that and helping Caleb, give him some confidence.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Blake?
I would probably say for me personally, this last one against Clever in the blue and gold tournament, getting a trophy there, that was pretty cool to me. Always watching the blue and gold, watching Quentin Shelton and Jack Earhart growing up, going down to Springfield to watch them in the blue and gold, watching other players growing up. Finally being on that stage, I think that was cool to experience and get to share that with my brothers. So it's neat. And one thing I think different from what you guys get to experience than other teams was it used to be one and done in the blue and gold. Mm-hmm.
So the opportunity now to even if you have a setback that opening round, still being able to get to experience that playing on a college court in those, bigger crowds and things like that, it's gotta be fulfilling for sure.
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
So plans going forward.
Yeah. So after high school, so I plan to, I'm not sure where, probably either OTC or MSU. I plan to attend for exercise science or exercise philosophy, and go into some sort of personal training or weightlifting training. I also want to be in ministry. I don't know where that'll take me. Obviously, that's something I'll figure out down the road wherever my faith leads me. So those two things, just ministry and being a weightlifting coach, that's where I want to be.
Noah?
So I plan to attend some college, not sure where, to hopefully play college basketball and get a degree in exercise science.
Oh, so similar to Blake then.
Yep.
It's definitely something that'll help. Tell me some of the skills that you've experienced, learned in basketball that you think, will kind of take you or you'll use as you get older and kind of get into the workforce and into life.
I'll just say like our core values: life, love, intentionality, fight, and enthusiasm. You know, a lot of times just an acronym that people think it's just what we say, but I try my best to truly like listen when we're getting lessons on that, and just take those into everyday life and try and grow on those, and use those to help others and better myself in whatever way, shape, or form I can.
I would say, just every day coming into practice or a game, you don't know if you're going to personally have a good practice or game. You can do everything that you can. You can control what you can control. So I think just being able to do that every day, acknowledge the things that you can't control, acknowledge the things that you can't. Do what you can to the best of your abilities. Maybe that's serving your family. Maybe that's, whatever you're doing at your job. Just doing that to the best of your abilities and then letting the outcomes fall out with that.
Gotcha. I want to ask you, basketball, we look at the NBA and we look at scorers and we look at different things and coaches talked about it. There's role players, but I think one thing that's unique about this basketball team is everybody is a role player essentially. We don't have, that person that's going to score 20, 25 a game. It's, one game, we talked about it before. Mason last game, 20 points. We talked about Antoine coming off the bench, the blue and gold, and having his game and different things. And we've seen Noah Thornhill with some big threes in the first part of the season. So what's that like? Because it seems like that's something that is unique to Lebanon basketball and something that you have to adapt to all the time. Because we've seen you shoot threes, but we've seen you be the guy inside getting rebounds and ones, putbacks, offensive boards, things like that. Noah, you kind of hang out around the perimeter, but you're a guard, but you're a scorer as well. So what's it like kind of adapting and changing to each night?
I think we all know like what we need, what to the best of our ability, we try to do what each of us need to do to get the job done. And so I think we're all adaptable, and I think we're all okay with maybe not scoring the most every game or standing out. I think as long as coach talks all the time about plays that don't go in the stat book, and I think that really is true for a lot of us. Just talking on defense, clapping on the bench, getting waters for everybody. That goes unnoticed a lot of times, but I know it helps a lot of us for sure.
Yeah, I would say just bringing it all back to the team. We all just have that one common goal. And I think that speaks to us, not just our chemistry, but our selflessness and our humility, that we have on the court and off the court for each other and how much we love each other. And, we don't, like you said, we don't really have that one standout guy. So I think it's just really helped us that we're able to, whoever's on fire that night, whoever's hitting, we're feeding them the ball, whoever is rebounding a lot that night, whoever's on the glass a lot, we're putting them in the position to do that, just everyone being able to go out and do their job.
Well, I think it's a testament too, because, before this, we talked about Bristol coming up with some big threes in the Clever game, and seeing you guys react to teammates having success is something pretty special that I think we see out of this team. And you guys, the amount of work and time, Brian and I got a chance to watch you guys practice. What's it like to play on a basketball team that everybody has the green light? I don't know if there's one player that's not like when I played, I was you shoot the ball if you're by the basket, but you guys, you rep it in practice. Everybody has an opportunity to shoot the ball. What's that like?
I think it's so much fun, just getting to see, certain guys, multiple guys sometimes at, any given night practice or a game just get hot, and it's cool to see your teammates succeed. And I just get excited seeing that, whether it's practice or a game. So.
Yeah, I think the amount of reps that we get in practice is really helpful. Letting kids see the ball go through the net a lot helps with, our ability to, whoever it is hitting that night, let them go at it, give them that confidence. They've seen the ball go through the net before. Might as well let it fly, All
right. So it's fun to watch. Obviously, you want to see them all go in, but and I'm starting to notice you've got certain players that have like Nolan in the corner. Give him that open look in the corner. feeling pretty good about life.
Pretty well going down. Yeah.
Yeah. But then again, you see other players rebounding the ball. You see putbacks. You see things like that. You've seen young kids step up.
Absolutely.
And so I want to get in one last question. What does 10-year-old Blake want to see out of 18-year-old Blake, or what kind of stuff would you say to these young kids? Because, it is building a program now. There's the youth basketball and all the things moving up. But what was something you take from seeing those? You mentioned it earlier, Jack Earhart and Quentin Shelton. But what would you like to show or say to 10-year-old Blake?
Yeah, I would just say make sure you're a leader outside of your sport. You're more than just your sport, I think, is a big thing that kids need to realize. They get down on themselves a lot, or maybe overconfident in themselves a lot if they're overperforming performing or underperforming. So I would just say make sure you have great character. I think that's something you can take with you no matter where you're at, and that'll translate to basketball. And that'll help you become a better basketball player too, whether you realize it right away or not. So yeah, just keeping great character and doing the things that you can control.
Noah?
Yeah, so keep a great character and then effort. You're not always going to have your shot. It's not going to be falling, but you can carry your effort, wherever you go. And just work hard. I wasn't very good, to be honest, for a while. And I would like to think I'm okay now. But, just work hard and just keep going at it, and it'll eventually pay off. Just keep showing up, keep playing as hard as you can, have good character, don't get down on yourself, keep pushing.
All right. So now we're going to get into some debate here.
Okay.
Jordan or LeBron?
Jordan.
I've always said Jordan.
Why?
He just wins a lot, and I think winning's important. So
Yeah, you said earlier, championships,
Right?
6 championships, so 6-0 in the
yeah, I
finals.
was about to say 6-0. It's hard to beat.
It is. I had the discussion with Coach Toombs earlier this year, and I think it's Jordan and then LeBron is 1A, and he's surpassed Kobe, all of that stuff. But I don't know. I think I'm a Jordan fan. I know you guys are both Jordan fans. I'm gonna pick on you for wearing your good Jordans I forever will pick on you for wearing good Jordans on a day like today.
It was pretty clear, so it's like haven't worn them in a while. Give it a shot.
And then it melts and it's slushy, and then it stains the soles, and yeah. Well, what do you got? How do you guys? What's the plan rest of the season? What do you see happening? What are your goals? Tell us about that.
Obviously, I think we want to, as a team, win as much as possible. But I mean, that's not always going to be something that we can control. So I think, we've kind of said it throughout this whole interview. Just coming into practice each day, doing what we can, working hard as a team, listening to our coaches, being coachable, playing defense as hard as we can, rebounding as hard as we can, and just making the decision to do the things that we can do to win basketball games.
Yep.
Noah?
Yeah, just same thing Blake said. Obviously we want to win, but we're not always focused on the results. We're focused on growing relationships. And Coach Toombs had mentioned earlier, it's a tool for life. And while we want to win, while we want to compete, play hard, we really do want to cherish these moments. I always think about memories, and I want to make sure I make the best memories with my friends, my coaches, and just trust them.
The bus rides, the pregame meals, the postgame meals, things
My
that
favorite.
that's what you remember. You're going to remember things like you mentioned with Caleb Ray. You're going to remember those.
Sure.
But again, those experiences. I know you guys got to go watch Quentin play at Drury, things like that. It's been really cool to see from a fan's point of view how coaches like Coach Toombs and the athletic department really take you guys and build team relationships. Anything else you guys want to talk about? There's probably some people you should mention and, say thank you to.
I'll just start by saying thank you to my teammates, my coaches, and just my family and my trainers, which they go hand in hand with coaching. Just, trusting in me, giving me a shot. taking the time to help me work out, teammates being there to lift me up, and then family just getting me where I need to be whenever I need to. So.
Yep. I would say thank you, first of all, to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, above all. And then also, my families and my mentors and my coaches. I look at coaches and mentors and stuff like that as more than just, a basketball coach. They're in the hard times, they're in the great times. Personally, my first sermon that I got to give on a Sunday morning, Coach Tim's got to be there for. So just stuff like that, thank you to them for, supporting everything, even outside of sports. I think that is huge for athletes. So yeah, just them, my family, and everyone that's allowed me to be in the position I am today.
Sure. Gotcha. We're in January, so hopefully basketball goes till March.
Yes, sir.
Spring sports?
Yes, sir.
Basketball.
Yep.
You didn't put fall sports either, right? It's strictly
No,
basketball.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Well, guys, I appreciate you taking a minute to sit down. I've enjoyed getting to know you guys and being at the basketball games and being a small part of the team. I know I can speak for Brian, and we see the hard work and the effort, and we watch you guys, and we can tell you're leaders, and appreciate it. So thank you very much. Good luck tomorrow night. We got a double header. Get to play. Neosho comes to town. The girls and the boys playing on it at the Bosma Hall.
Yes.
Yeah. The Bosma Hall. Look out for those T-shirts. We're going to have some made. But we're excited to watch you. I'm excited to see this season and see what happens with you guys. So thank you.
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Go Jackets.
Yes, sir. Go Jackets.
Go Jackets, yeah.
All right. That wasn't terrible.
My name is Jaisha Connor, owner and nurse practitioner here at Ginger Wellness. I believe that sometimes healthcare does too much, and I believe that's where wellness centers can really bridge that gap and really give people some confidence in natural ways, healthier ways, to really improve quality of life and to get healthy.
We want to feel better and live better lives. It's not about quantity, it's a lot about quality of your life.
Ginger Wellness is where I went to get my quality of life back.
You shouldn't have to give up the hometown bank experience to enjoy modern convenience. Just check our Google reviews about our in-person, online, and mobile banking experiences. Open an account in minutes today.